Alright, today we've got the last of the second wave of the new Turtles figures, Metalhead, who is pretty cool. First two, of course, were like the last two Turtle videos I did, were Dog Pound and Fish Face. He's got the same exact packaging, just has his name on there. He's the sewer-built robotic turtle ally, which was built by Donatello. Neat little episode there. Familiar gray and gold paint scheme that he's had previously. On the back, it's got a little bio there. Built to last, built to blast. Metalhead is a mutant machine like no other. And it goes on and tells about him. Tells him he's got a flamethrower and missile launcher and all that. And all the other turtles in the line. And bad guys and stuff. So, I'm going to pop them out of the package here, which actually already have one loose. Same background as everybody else, plain green and all that. There he is, right there. Drop the stage here. Alright. Oh yeah, so it's pretty neat. I did notice in the episode, after Donatello built him, he was a lot smaller than the Turtles. I initially did not realize that until after I picked him up, and he is about a head shorter than Donatello there. So he's a little bit shorter, but he's kind of chunky. It's pretty neat. Like all the little detailing there. You know, he's got a good animated look to him. Has little wires and stuff like that in there. Has a brown background instead of a gray or a black like you'd expect, but it's dark enough it doesn't really detract from the rest of the figure or anything like that. It does have the really cool New York City sewer cover, access manhole cover. Pretty neat. His articulation, he's got a ball jointed head. He's got a regular, just a single point swivel arm. He does have a forearm twist, and that's it for the upper body. No waist. He does have like a pseudo ball kind of hip joint going on there, and then he has like a bendy, swivelly knee. Well, actually, it's more like just the calf foot swivels, and then it bends at the knee. And he does have a little flick fire like missile you can pop out there. If you can hit it, there you go. No spring or anything like that. You just flick it, and that's it. Pretty neat. Yeah, so when I picked him up, I didn't realize he was shorter than the other ones. But I do have the other ones to compare him to. The other Metalheads, or robotic turtles. You got the 2004 Turtlebot, I think that's what they called him. And he was cool, but the only thing I like about him better is the fact that he's got the energy weapons. I think he would have been cool with some something like that packaged in. Well, like, you know, he'd been nice if he had one of each, but he has like two of Donatello's katanas, and then the Donatello's bow. And then he does have a flip-up compartment on the back, so you can kind of like see the details. Donatello can work on them, whatever. It'd have been cool if he had that too, but I really would like to see the accessories. And then, of course, the original Metalhead figure with his super cool light piping there, if I can get it to pick up. It's got a little clear brain back there too. So that's pretty neat. And then he's got his little backpack that's removable. You can see it plugs into his chest, plugs into the back. Then it has a little tracking sticker thing going on, and he's got the same old articulation as the old Turtles. But then he does have a removable arm, which you just pop right off. Yeah, right. And then you drop the antenna dish, and it's got a little spinny nunchucky thing, so that's kind of interesting. So yeah, for the new line, I mean, the Metalhead that they just came out with, he's okay. I mean, he looks like the character in the tune, so that's really all you can really hope for. I would have liked to see the design a little bit closer to the original, as far as like the metallic gold, and like the snap-on accessories kind of thing. I really dug that of the original. But yeah, I mean, he's kind of neat. Is he a definitely must-buy, even if you're not a completist? Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's like the 5th turtle. You know, he's the Brian Epstein of the turtles. So, if you pick up that reference, then you're way too old to be watching these videos. But it's pretty cool. I'd probably give him about a, like an 8 out of 10. He'd have got a 9 if he had better articulation, and a 10 if he'd had like extra accessories and or the chrome gold plating. In addition, yeah, 8. 8's good. 8's a good number, good solid number, good solid little figure, good for the kids, and yeah, not bad. So if you don't have one, get one. Just do a little more reviewing of the other 2 robot turtles there. You got Turtlebot here. He doesn't really have much articulation, but he's from the 2004 line. Like I said before, it does have the cool energy type weapons. He's got kind of like a, I guess like a pseudo ball kind of shoulder joint. It doesn't really swivel all the way around. He has wrist articulation, and that's it for the arms. Then the head's a simple side to side, no waist, ball jointed type hip, and then nothing else below that. So he's kind of like a glorified PVC figure, but he does have these cool little grabby claws. You just have to push the little lever there, and it opens up, and it holds it okay. So he's pretty cool. I mean, I really like his design. It's really good. And then of course the old turtle, old metal head there. He's got the standard old classic turtle articulation. You got the forearm swivel, swivel shoulder. He's got the ball jointed hip, and no other articulation other than his head swivel, which actually is kind of hindered by his backpack. They try to notch it out, but it's not exactly right, so everything kind of sits kind of funny. So you have to have his head turned to the side, but still really cool nonetheless. Mine has always had that little blemish on the forehead ever since I got it. It's always been irritating. I've never gone back and fixed it. Always kind of afraid to mess it up, but one of these days. So yeah, out of all 3 metalhead Turtlebots, whatever, I think my favorite is still the classic, even though I really do appreciate the designs and the animated look of the other ones. The gold, the green and yellow, and the eyes really do it for me. So there you go. But you know what? If you don't have a robot turtle, get a robot turtle, because the robot turtles are awesome, all of them. And there you go.